drives thousands of kilometers on city streets, highways, and rural roads. His wife worries about his safety and makes sure he always travels with his mobile phone. One night, while driving home after a long day, Thomas swerves to miss an animal that runs onto the road. But he's driving too fast, loses control, and slams into a tree. Thomas is knocked unconscious and requires immediate medical attention. His life clock is ticking. Every second counts, but the chance of anyone noticing the crash in time is slim to none. Thankfully, Thomas's wife had borrowed his phone and installed CrashDetech, a mobile app that automatically detects the crash using the sensors on his phone, alerts the CrashDetech emergency contact center of his exact location, who immediately dispatches the nearest ambulance. Paramedics arrive quickly and uses vital medical information supplied by CrashDetech to help save Thomas's life. South Africa's roads are some of the most dangerous in the world. While you can't prevent every accident, you can rest a little easier knowing CrashDetect will be there when you need us, providing immediate access to the largest national network of emergency medical personnel.
Oh, there you go. All right, we were watching it. I was also getting into it, but I suppose let's get into this conversation now. You may remember we've looked at this app before, but a lot has happened since we last spoke about it. Oxford University in the UK just hosted the Accelerator Week, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, Accelerator Week, I'm just double checking on that. A gathering that's encouraging social enterprises to solve some of the biggest challenges in the world today. 27 global finalists were in the competition, and Jaco Gerrits, CEO of CrashDetech, came out South Africa's winner of the venture. It's amazing. The 5-day program included workshops covering a range of topics, including the importance of social entrepreneurs, investors' roles in scaling up social enterprises. Jaco's in studio with us. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Leanne. Appreciate it.
That's a big deal. It really is a big deal. I mean, what was the reaction to it when people actually saw what this app can do?
Well, I think the reaction so far has been very positive. So I must say the traction has actually been a lot better than what we originally expected. So very happy with the uptake. And in all honesty, we're only actually going to start scaling up our marketing towards the end of May. So to see the initial traction that we've had today is really great. And also to get feedback from our early adopters, very positive today.
Yeah. When we last spoke, it was again, I mean, you were kind of at a stage where it was just developed. It was something that, was about to be launched. We're still waiting for this app that's going to be coming out shortly. But since we last spoke, what's actually happened? Yeah,
so what has happened is we entered a competition called The Venture, run by Shivers, and we ended up winning the competition. So there was 300 entries in South Africa. So it's basically about social entrepreneurs and also inspiring others to obviously come up with initiatives that can promote positive social change. And yeah, we were very lucky to win the competition. And as a result, we went to London as part of the Accelerator Week, as you mentioned. And it's almost like a mini MBA, taking you through your paces in terms of the different aspects that you need to look at when obviously starting a business and also scaling a business. And also in preparation now for the global final, which is going to be in New York later this year.
Wow.
So we've got the privilege to represent South Africa against 27 other countries. So very excited about that.
That is absolutely fantastic. So just let's dream. What happens if you win in New York? Where to from here?
Yeah, so there's two components. The first one is going to be the voting period, which is run from the 9th of May. So I urge the public to please support our initiative.
So we have to vote. How do we go about voting?
Absolutely. So you basically have to go to the venture.com, to the website, and you'll see that we've got an entry over there. So there's 27 finalists. And it's as easy as signing in with your Facebook account and then just putting in a vote. So you can vote once a week. So please, South Africa, support us with this. And what happens is there's $250,000 up for grabs.
Brilliant.
And depending on the number of votes you receive during that 5-week period, we will be allocated a portion of the $250,000. And then the important one is obviously in July. So what happens in July is we all in New York, we'll have a semi-final pitch, and then they choose the 5 finalists, and the 5 finalists go on stage in front of about 500 people, and we will then pitch. It's almost like a Dragon's Den style.
Yes.
We've got judges sitting around you, and you basically pitch your concept as if you would have done to venture capitalists. And then there's $750,000 up for grabs. So in total, there's obviously a lot of prize money to be won, but also I think just the exposure that we've received to date and the support we've had from the public has been really brilliant. So wonderful competition, and I just need to congratulate Shivers with this initiative as well.
It's brilliant. Okay, so I mean, we saw the intro video, and for people that didn't watch our last interview, how does it work? I mean, I know you put it on your phone, it's an app. If you have an accident, this is where the app kicks in. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, so it's actually a very straightforward process. Download the app, capture your personal and medical information, and then you forget about the app. So the app actually does all of the work in the background. As soon as you start driving, it's going to start monitoring your trip. So we use smart drive detection technology, so you don't have to do anything. And if you're involved in a serious car crash, the app will pick it up automatically. It will pinpoint your location. It will dispatch the nearest ambulance and also provide paramedics with your medical information.
Amazing. Now, when you say you download the app, I mean, it's running. Do you have to keep it open every time you start driving?
Absolutely not.
Not.
So
It's closed. It's there. It's on your phone, but it's picking up whatever's going on.
100% that. So what we did is the challenge was around the smart drive detection technology. In our initial research, we found that only 5% of people would actually go through the trouble of activating the app manually prior to driving. So we really had to come up with technology that is accurate in terms of drive detection. So as soon as you start driving, you've got an option to be notified as soon as trip monitoring starts. But you can always log into the app, and it's actually going to record all of the trips where we were monitoring you as well.
How does it know if you've had an accident? I mean, if it's, for instance, in your bag or, somewhere. But let's say you slam on brakes and the phone goes flying. I mean, we don't want it detecting that you've had an accident and suddenly send out an ambulance.
Absolutely.
So how does that work?
I think technically it was a much bigger challenge that we actually thought it was going to be initially. So the development period took us close to a year and a half. And what we do is we monitor impact, but not only just impact, because obviously there's scenarios where you could potentially drop your phone in the car or potentially slam on your brakes. So we had to come up with an algorithm that can eliminate what we call false positives. So a false positive is basically a false crash alert. And that was really where the technical side came into play. And also the development, like I said, a lot tougher than initially expected, but hopefully it's technology that can save a lot of lives.
It's amazing. Okay, so is it available, the app, I know it's out there, but is it running? Is it working now?
It's running, it's working. So people can sign up on our website and then download the app for either Android handset or for Apple handset.
Okay.
And I also just need to note we're launching our new version towards the end of this month with a lot of exciting updates and a lot of improvements on the app as well.
Brilliant. How much does it cost? I mean, when you download this app?
So we've got 4 subscription options available. There's a freemium model where you can literally try out the app. Then there's a 49 Rand option, which has 4 benefits. Then we've got an 89 Rand benefit and a 109 subscription. So
that's the full inclusive
for the 109, there's a lot of value-added features embedded to give you an indication roadside security. So if you've got a breakdown and you're standing next to the side of the road, we'll dispatch the armed security guard anywhere in South Africa within 20 minutes. Lawyer SOS, we'll send you a criminal lawyer in person to represent you at a police station. Road cover, so we'll manage your claim against the Road Accident Fund free of charge. Medical emergency button, any medical emergency button or that you have, press the button and we'll connect you with a live medically trained agent. So there's a lot of value built into the 109 package. And you can also install
109
it on
once-off payment or 109 a month?
109 per month.
Okay, that's what I want to get.
Including 8 benefits.
Okay, but including those benefits. What type of companies have signed up with you? I mean, who's partnering with you on this?
Yeah, so what we've done is we've obviously got our B2C strategy where consumers can sign up directly on the website and a number of other digital channels that we use as well to onboard customers. But we're also now working on a licensing strategy where we'll work with medical aids, insurers, and what we do is we develop what we call a SDK, allowing insurers to embed the technology into their existing apps. So we are in discussions with a number of the bigger players in the market. I'm unfortunately not able to disclose exactly who we're busy with at the moment, but it's been amazing, and especially since we've won the competition. We said that we're only going to start working with the corporates towards the middle of this year, and what has happened is due to the exposure we've received with the competition, a lot of the corporates have actually now approached us. So we had to move that whole strategy ahead in terms of our development roadmap to say, you know what, this is becoming a big issue in the company that we need to get the technology done. So hopefully we can get one of the bigger insurers across the line towards the end of May.
Brilliant. I mean, it is a great idea. It really, really is. I suppose it's just getting people to commit to paying these monthly premiums and then getting on there. But I mean, if you're already on a medical aid, you put your medical aid details in there and you don't have to worry about that. I mean, you don't need all those value-added services. So I imagine you go for a lower package.
Yeah, let's say for the 49 Rand package, you still get your medical emergency button, you get a medical ID as well. So there's still a lot of value embedded into that package. And I think just coming back to what the technology does, yes, we reduce emergency response times, but very importantly, we also ensure that the paramedics give you the correct medical treatment.
Absolutely.
It's a big issue on our roads. I think it's about 12.5% people at the moment receive incorrect medical treatment due to a lack of information.
That's the reality. And sometimes you are on a medical aid and they don't know it, and then they rush you to, a hospital that you could possibly go for private
Exactly,
health care.
exactly
I
that.
know, we know these things. Listen, good luck. Come back and talk to us again after New York, and we're holding thumbs for you. But get onto venture.com's website. Look for the South African entry there. That South African entry is CrashDetech, and it's up for this huge prize and a wonderful accolade. Jaco Gerrits, thank you again for being with us. And of course, he's the CEO of CrashDetech. Download that app. Just get onto the website. You'll be able to use it from today. All right, Palesa, what have you got for us?
Thank you very much, Leanne. Ons is nou na die Noord-Kaap, waar our reporter Puleng Mutupi